Okay, so the devs just released the full patch note details for the patch on July 28th, and one of the biggest news in the patches is that they're adding a new Gigalink event, Brave the Game, and it's exactly what I've been asking for a very long time. I even messaged them about it to add more co-op events, and this is what we get. We're going to get an event where we're going to need close cooperation of 3 adjutants, a typo, to defeat 3 powerful boss level enemies one by one. So it's kind of like a boss rush in co-op, and it might need some more planning and like team building and some kind of stuff like that. I'm really excited to see what we will do. I'll probably live stream this and maybe play with viewers. So if you are excited for this and you want to play with me, then subscribe and look forward to the live stream. So this event is going to be limited time, only available from July 28th to August 7th. Let's see how much rewards it gives. If they keep adding like different iterations of these co-op events, I think it'll be really fun. And it'll kind of sustain the interest in the game as well. Now let's look at the optimizations, the buffs. The first buff is for Acacia Redacted. It's not mentioned here, but that's whose standard skill is Spokes of the Wheel, and she didn't kind of need this base damage increase because as enemies are scaling higher, she's doing less and less damage with the standard skill. So this is good, but she was already at the top because of her utility as well. So this only solidifies her tier as like SS. Now Life, the 4-star Life also got a buff, which is a pretty small buff for her Ravens, and it's only by 13, so it's not going to really change her tier or anything. She's still going to be at the same tier. Haru is getting a pretty big buff for her standard skill and ultimate skill, and I'm not sure what they're thinking of because her kit is still not fixed because of this. It's just buffing the numbers, but her kit has an issue where her whole kit is made to be off-field with her Davos alignment and support skill, but her active skills of standard and ultimate are meant for her to be on-field. So she's kind of confusing to maximize the potential of. Then we have Cherno, and they buffed her standard skill, which is really good, and she's already in a pretty good place for those who want to use her, but I think this could be a pretty big change and needs a little bit more testing to see if this brings her to the next tier. Enya is very good already as a support for Yao, but this is a pretty huge change. It's increasing the base damage of the standard skill, and it's increasing the base damage of every single snake feather by 12. She's going to do insane damage if you have multiple manifestations. Then we have a buff for Acacia Kaguya. They buffed her standard skill by 27. 27, that's a lot. I think they just did some internal testing and probably saw that it didn't scale as well in the endgame, which is what I'm worried about Acacia Kaguya as well, and that's why they brought this fix, because right now she's like pretty crazy in the mid game. Then they also buffed Fritia Hush. She desperately needed one. They buffed the base damage of her standard skill by 60, which is good, great, she needed this. Then we also have a buff for Marian Swift. They buffed the base damage of Cloud Shot by 80. Ooh, that's a pretty big buff. We shall see, because that 80 is going to be added by so many multipliers, right? On enemies with shields, you're going to have double the damage because it's kinetic. Then you're going to have the multipliers from the ballistic damage neuronic. She might be SSS tier after all of these changes and bug fixes. Let's see. Then we have Fenny Coronet. It seems like a very big buff, right? They increase the base damage by 200, and it is good, but it's only on the initial hit, right? Like the main reason you use the standard skill for Fenny Coronet is for the increased rate of fire, right? And the CC. So it's good that they gave an increased base damage, but she's still going to be in the same tier because she already was so good even before this change. This just means that she's going to be even more useful now. Now let's move on to the weapon skills adjustment. Okay, so they did some more changes. They increased the range of Fritia Hush's standard skill by 10 meters, and she also gains a shield now, equal to 20% of her maximum HP during her ultimate skill, and apparently now you can actually move during the ultimate skill. That's huge. That's huge. That's what she needed, right? She needed some survivability, and she needed the ability to move during the ultimate skill. This is gonna help her out a lot in endgame content, but I still think she's probably gonna be the best played as support rather than DPS, because her kit is not there yet. Marian Swift, some more changes. They're gonna add an effect of increasing the magazine capacity by 1 using her Davos alignment, and it's not gonna increase with the Davos alignment. So it seems like it's just gonna increase the magazine capacity by 1. That's it. I don't know if this will make any difference. Maybe I'm misinterpreting it in some way, but it seems like it's only just an increase of 1. I'm not sure what this is going to do, but maybe some people will be happy with it. For Fenny Coronet, they improved the standard skill and ultimate to cause a stiff effect. I think they mean paralyze. Or root, maybe. I'm not sure what they mean by stiff effect, but I'm assuming they mean paralyze. So they're probably like fix some bugs and stuff as well, or maybe this is a new effect that they're adding, a stiff effect. Let's see. We'll see on the release. For Sniper Rifle, Horn of the Orca, the weapon skill will be changed to... Oh, so they're gonna increase... Oh, okay, so most of the stuff is same. It's just that instead of you having to hit the weak spots, now you just get a bullet for hitting with hipfire. That's a huge change, actually, because now you can just keep using your cloud shot rotation with your hipfire, and you can even use the Horn of the Orca as a shotgun if you want to with this change. That's pretty funny. Alright, so let's see, number 3, more optimizations. So Fenny Coronet is going to... Okay, so they fixed a bug with her. Then we have stage and gameplay optimizations. Clearing the Giga Link for the first 2 times each day will grant double neural connections. That's huge. This solution is actually really good because this means that no matter which day you pick, there will always be somewhat of an active player base, because some people will miss some days, and it won't feel that bad to miss a few days because you can always recuperate over the remaining days, right? So it reduces FOMO, but it also keeps the player base active. It's a pretty nice solution that they've found. Let's look at the next change, B. After the first completion of operations, the auto clear function will be unlocked. Okay, allowing to consume presents to quickly obtain corresponding materials. Okay, so basically auto clear is being added to operations. Nice. Then they also increase the chance of randomly dropping Fiber Axon from the Abyss difficulty. Okay, nice. Alright, more optimizations. They reduced the mission conditions for weekly missions in Neural Simulation. We needed this because it's kind of crazy how much is required for all the rewards in Neural Simulation right now. So I actually recommend not doing Neural Simulation until this change comes in, right? You can just do the Neural Simulation after this change comes in and get all the rewards that you want. So they also changed the UI for mobile, and so yeah, you will have to do a reset in the custom UI interface to get the new UI layout. Alright, they optimized the description in certain system text. So yeah, there's a lot of hidden mechanics. I just uploaded a video about this, so hopefully they are actually having an accurate translation or description for these systems, and maybe these hidden mechanics are not hidden and are actually explained in game now. But if you haven't seen it, just look at my channel. I just uploaded this video. To prevent spam and scams through the friend system, we have temporarily disabled the display of signatures in the friend function. Once the problem is solved, the display will be restored as usual. What are you guys doing? Who's scamming and spamming with the friend system? How do you have time for this? Why are you wasting your life on this stuff? Who's this? Who's doing this? This is so stupid. Stop giving the devs more work. They're already doing so much. Alright, next is adding hints for daily and weekly missions of Vanguard Pass, and the mission page will be hidden after the experience of Vanguard Pass reaches the limit. Okay. Nice. I'm not sure if that was necessary, but we'll see how they implement those hints. Some more fixes. I think some of these fixes might be huge, so I'll go over them as well. Lagging and abnormal login. Some people have had to use VPN to log in, so I'm really hoping even like the lagging also gets fixed. So yeah, I'm excited for this fix. They fixed an issue with Kaguya's outfit displaying abnormally. I haven't faced this issue. I have the outfit as well, so I'm not sure what it's referring to. They are correcting the calculation of silver buck consumption during logistics upgrades. Oh. So you know what I actually think this is about? I've been noticing that logistics upgrades take a lot of silver bucks. Like a lot. Or credits. Anything you want to call it. And I feel like this might actually give us compensation, because it's not supposed to take that much. It was way too much. But this is a good change if they actually give us compensation and stuff as well. They also fixed the problem of insufficient invincibility time when using Chenxing's ultimate skill. Good. But they didn't say how they fixed it. But we'll see on launch, I guess. Fix the issue with Moxier's theotropic nerves moment of judgment cluster, where the effects were not working properly when wearing the outfit Echoes of Souls. Yeah, I faced this issue. Yep. I faced this issue while testing. I'm really glad this got fixed. Fix the issue with Marian Swift's ultimate skill that there is a certain probability that actual hit area was smaller than the visual effect, causing the skill to miss. Yeah, this was happening a lot. Actually, it happened during the live stream as well, and I was like, what? How did I miss that? A lot of times. So I'm glad that's fixed as well. This patch is mostly just a huge buff to Marian Swift. So if you have Marian Swift, you're going to be very happy. Fix the issue with Yao Winter Solstice's standard skill. When triggering standard skill under particular circumstances would result in an extra shot. Okay, so she was doing too much damage under particular circumstances. This never happened to me. I didn't notice these particular circumstances, but that's funny. Fix the issue with Dharma Squad's 3-piece logistics skill, which was not functioning properly after being equipped by Marian Swift, Life, and Fenny. This was one of the biggest problems, right? Like, these 3 characters were having such a big issue with Dharma Squad not working, and all, like, I was recommending Dharma Squad to people for these characters as well, and it wasn't even working for me. And so I've been doing such low damage with Marian Swift and having such an issue with like the high end game content, because she was what I was investing in. And guess what? The rifle that I use for her, the sniper rifle I use for her, is Crystal Drill, which is what they're fixing an issue for next. And so Marian just had so many bugs related to her kit. That's all going to be fixed now. It is great. I'm excited to see how she's going to perform now after all these changes. They also fixed some stage related bugs. So some stages had just made it so that you couldn't use your skills. You just had to use your guns. And there were some other peculiar bugs as well, so I'm glad they're fixing that. They fixed an issue with certain boss level enemies not being hit by skill attacks. Yeah. That is a very concerning bug which I did not notice. But that probably was happening, now that I think about it. Okay, next one is fix the problem on mobile devices where adjutants were unable to sprint during the auto-fire process. Nice. Fix the issue that on mobile devices aiming by long press sometimes causes all the time auto-aiming. Is that really an issue, or was that something that people were abusing? I'm not sure. But yeah, it's good to see all of these fixes. This is a really huge patch, by the way. That took a long time to actually go through everything. I hope you guys are excited about these changes as well. Let me know what you guys think about them. That's all for this video. I hope you guys have a nice day.